Hello everybody, welcome back to the FM24 European Journeyman Save, and we're at our 7th club of the series. We are taking on Aston Villa, bottom of the Premier League. We've played one game in Europe, absolutely smashed that team that I have no idea where they came from, but now we dive into the Premier League. Let's get into it. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Save, and fellow managers, we are taking on Leicester City and Nottingham Forest. So a bit of a Midlands start to this career with Aston Villa. We did play the game against FK Zalgiris away from home. We got a 4-0 win. Very nicely indeed. Josh Nash, Sam Wallace, Odd Gillek and Remy Lampe, who is the current top goal scorer at the club, with the goal. So hopefully that's a bit of a boost for the confidence of the players. And when you take into account the whole of November, at the moment, it's 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. So if we can pick up a win in our first game at Villa Park, then that's a very good month. And I think we can come in and be like, look what we've done straight away. But right now, I'm looking forward to this with Aston Villa. We've been through the team in the last episode. This is how we sort of lined up very quickly. Again, I just basically went through and picked people that were quick. They were quick. They had good aggression and decent sort of attributes to be where I needed them to be. But in this game, it's going to be tougher, right? So Rory Mahade is going to be coming back in goal. He is the best goalkeeper at the club, but hasn't been getting picked. So we're going to come in and give him a chance to show what he can do. Now, we know Sam Boucher is one of our best players, so he's going to be starting at right back. That's never really in doubt. Left back, we have McFarlane. Christian McFarlane can play there. Pretty decent, not too bad. 30 years old, English USA or American, English-American player. Something free from Nottingham Forest, so could be playing against his former club. Left back as well, we also have Josh Nash. Josh Nash is not great technically, which is going to rule him out from playing at left back. The other thing we can do is move Sam Boucher over to left back. He is 2-footed. He can play out there. And then we could bring in someone like Miroslav Černý at right back, who looks pretty decent. Can't cross brilliantly. Has been at the club his whole career. We also have Elliot Kelly, who can play at right back, but again, technically not the best in terms of what we want our right backs to do. Now, we do have people out. I have filtered this to people that aren't available. One of them at left back is Houghton. He is available. He is unavailable. And with him being unavailable, we'll move Sam Boucher over there. Miroslav Černý will come in at right back. And that is our 2 fullbacks being picked. Then, centre-backs. We have Elliot Smith. 6 foot, not the greatest physically at this level. And also lacking a little bit technically in there as well. Ben Taylor, 6'4", very physical, really good at tackling, can really judge a tackle. So Ben Taylor is going to be starting in here. Right-footed, we'll start on the right-hand side. Elliot Kelly we looked at, again, okay, not amazing to do a job in there. We looked at McFarlane, we've looked at Josh Nash. It's all a bit crap. So what we're going to do is we are going to go for Josh Nash and Taylor. Nash is 2-footed, Taylor's right-footed. Both are tall and physically imposing. That's what we're going to go with in terms of our centre-back partnership for this first game. The 2 roles in holding midfield. Now, we do have quite a few selections here. Aidan Borland, we looked at. He looks pretty good. We judged him. He's been a real player in the game for Aston Villa for a while. So could get a run in there for a bit of experience. Luke Barrett, another one that looks pretty decent, signed for £10 million by the AI, so lots of caps for Ireland for him. Seanan Rolls can go in there as well. Very tall, physically imposing, brave, vision, good technique. Passing is pretty decent as well. Could do a good job. Signed from Crystal Palace for £11 million. So I think we're going to give, and we do have Lawrence as well. I must well show you Lawrence because he's pretty good on the ball from a technical point of view. So I think we're actually going to do, Lawrence is going to sit in this side, which is more attacking, and then Borland's going to be the slightly more defensive side over there. On the right, well, going up to the striker, there's only one person that can really play up front, and that is Remy Lampe, because he is the top goal scorer at the club. Very good up there. We want to get the best out of him possible, to be honest. Right, we have Lewis Qualter, who is very versatile, can play in a lot of positions, does actually look pretty good. Good finishing. I do think he probably will be our backup striker to Remy Lampard, although we have Kofi Kofi Diallo, very quick off the mark, good bit of finishing and composure, good technique and stuff like that, could be very useful as well. Odd Gilek started on the right-hand side in the European game, scored a goal, got man of the match. Absolutely no reason to drop him from that performance, even though the opposition were quite weak. We will give him a start. John Nolan, absolute speed merchant, came through the youth academy, think would be pretty useful out there to do a very good job. He does have Udo Umo as a bit of rivalry, but again, I like tall wingers, but I think for this time we're going to go John Nolan over there. Clint Rainford in attacking midfield could be an option. Very agile, good on the ball, good passing, good first touch. Really can do some work in there. But we also have Sam Wallace, who I quite like the look of as a 28-year-old English-Irishman. Again, through the youth academy, love a bit of homegrownness about it. So I think we are going to give the starting position to Sam Wallace. Wally Yonick on the bench. We'll put Elliot Kelly on the bench. We'll put McFarlane on the bench. We'll put Luke Barrett on the bench. Figueres on the bench, Clint Rainford on the bench, Diallo on there as well. Luce Coulter, I think he's just lacking a bit of match fitness. So that's 8. We have 1 space left on the bench. Let's go for Elliot Smith as a centre-back, just an out-and-out centre-back, just in case. Right, let's get into it. Absolutely no need to be hanging around. Let's go in there. Play Leicester. We've got quite an easy run as manager. We've been introduced with quite a good sort of a good run of fixtures in our favour. We've got Leicester, Nottingham Forest, and then Leeds or Hull. We've got Hull after that. So yeah, we've definitely got a gentle introduction to the Premier League. I'm going to say you have to take advantage of your home matches. We're going to send our assistant to do all of this all the time because press conferences are dull in Football Manager. Andrew Madley is still refereeing in the Premier League in the year 2037. That's impressive. But we are underway, and obviously the last game we did was ending the Champions League final on full match. So we've got to definitely remember to take that off for this one. Stepanovs has it for Leicester. Back to Lember. Looks like they're lining up with 3 at the back. It does seem to be behind my head. I can see a little tactical thing. Yeah, you can see there a 3-3-2-2 or a 5-3-2-2. As we put it up, lose the ball a little bit. They've put a good ball through. Williamson's in. Williamson's there. Oh, Nash, what a tackle to get back at him. Lawrence clears it away. Really good tackle from Nash. Gilek just runs it out of play. Brilliant. So about 20 minutes gone. Cerny with a throw in into Gilek. Back to Cerny. Back to Gilek. Onto Lawrence on the edge. He's going to keep it alive. Back post cross. Nolan. No. Couldn't get there. Boucher. Sam Boucher. Gilek can't win the header. Christensen hooks it away. We'll keep it alive here with Cherney at right back. Taylor. He can bring the ball out from the back. Back to Cherney again. Cherney into Taylor. Taylor back to Cherney. There's not... It even looks in the game like we're not playing with a lot of confidence, but we have been the better team. Wallace out to Cherney again. Infield to Wallace. Great first touch. Wallace comes forward, shoots over the bar. Jones not troubled in Leicester's goal. Williamson comes forward, but a good tackle from Borland in there. The experienced head in midfield. Boucher does give it into Waller. Moves it to Lawrence. Back to Borland. Into Wallace. This is good football. This is great football from Villa. Wallace comes forward. Great move to the edge of the box. Wallace shoots past the post. He does have that... player trait of likes to shoot from distance, but yeah, 8 shots to 1, 2 on target to 0. XG is actually pretty much the same, so we're not creating like great chances, but we are creating opportunities, let's call them, as Lawrence goes back to Nash. Nash just holds this one up out to Boucher, into Nolan, into Borland, who does get there first. He's having a good game, Borland. Boucher into Wallace. There's runners here. Wallace is into the box. Wallace! Oh, what a tackle from the defender. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Really good tackle from Lember at the back. 10 minutes till half-time. 0-0. Goal kick goes long. I think we won the header at the back, but Williamson's on the ball. Good tackle there. Gilek can't get there. Christensen comes forward down the left. That's a pass to absolutely nobody. Cherney puts it into Gilek. Back to Cherney again. Into Taylor. This is where we keep the ball and try and move Leicester around in this pretty defensive shape that they've come out in today. Taylor into Borland. Into Lawrence. Lawrence up to Nolan. Nolan ball through to Lampe. Lampe turns into the area. Lampe's at the post. Oh, we just can't get any luck in this game. Throw in. Cherney into Gilek. Gilek turns left-footed. Wallace. Nolan straight at Jones. Taylor wins the header into Cherney. Or Cerny comes forward with it, goes back to his centre-back Taylor. Taylor just, again, I don't mind this. We're keeping the ball. It's all about getting confidence up. Boucher comes forward, driving forward with the ball. Nolan turns. He has got some players in the box to try and hit if he wants, but looks to get Boucher forward. He does. Wallace straight at Jones. We're creating chances, just not putting them away. Is it going to come back to haunt us in this game? Because Leicester have not had a sniff, really. We've been controlling the game, creating chances, just not been able to put it away. Gillette comes forward, up to Wallace. He's picked up a pocket of space between the defence and midfield. Oh, just past the post again. Half-time, 0-0, 17 shots to 1, only 3 on target. So we are going to work the ball into the box, maybe reduce the tempo just a little bit. Although we are having all the possession, so I do think we are the better team. We just need to really make sure that we finish some chances, to be honest. And I did say the problem in this Villa team when we originally looked at it was, I think, the forward-feeling players. There's something lacking in there. Corner ball then. Lamp will take it. Our striker is out there taking the corner, swings it in towards Taylor. Cerny will keep it alive. He's actually got a lot of time to bring the ball down under no pressure, and his shot is high, wide, and not at all handsome. But we've gone back up to a bit of a higher tempo. The lower tempo wasn't really helping us. And I do feel like we're sort of stifling our opportunities a little bit in the second half. As Gillette runs forward, he's going to head towards the right-hand side, but he's tackled well. Cuvedo comes forward with it. Back to Lemba. Lemba just, not too many options for him. Stepanov picks out Cusito. Cusito back to Sterling. Sterling all the way back to Wester, and you've just got a feeling this could end in a Leicester goal, this sort of highlight. Stepanov's ball forward, Cusisto, oh, that's a poor pass. Cerny can launch a counter-attack towards Gillette. Gillette comes forward with it down the right-hand side. Can he swing in a decent cross? Goes to Lawrence, out to Cerny. Cerny then puts in a cross towards Lampe. Header goal, finally! Remy Lampe gets it. The first goal in the Premier League of the cultured left-foot reign, and it's been coming. We've been the better team. I was very worried that spell of possession for Leicester was going to warrant them a goal, but Cerny swings in a cross, and Lampe's there. It's a goal we've seen a lot under cultured left foot. A big cross from the fullback to the back post, and the tallest player there gets the goal. 1-0. So 20 minutes to go. We're going to make some changes. Odjilec's going to come off for the Lone Star figure. I say Lone Star. We've never seen him play. Figueres. Borland is tied in the middle. He's going to come off for Luke Barrett in there as well. Cerny's having a good game, so I'd like to keep him on. Same with Boucher as well. Let's do Nolan on the left off for Lewis Coulter so we can see what he's about. We have got a corner as Lampe swings this one in, headed away. Lambert gets it away a little bit further as well. Lawrence into Lampe over the bar. Throw in for Sam Boucher on the left, just taking his time. We've got a 1-0 lead with 5 minutes to go. Boucher into Wallace, back to Boucher. Lots of time to pick a pass, and he does find Wallace. Wallace tries to bend one over the bar. Just need that little bit more quality. But with 5 minutes to go in a game we've absolutely done. An XG of 3.13. We've only hit the target 4 times, but it does look like we're going to be getting 3 points at Villa Park. As Cerny has a throw into Figueres. And, that's going to be cleared away up towards Alan Taylor. Lovely stuff from the physical defender. Barrett, ball over the top looking for Coulter. Couldn't quite find it. Cusito goes into Williamson. Back to Wester for Leicester. Can they just find one last chance, Leicester? Hopefully not. Nash. I was going to say we're taking a bit too much on the ball, and you can tell when you're going to lose possession. Finney robbed really well, but it's into Williamson over the bar. Mahadi not really troubled with that one in goal. He's had a decent start to his life back as number 1. I'm not too sure why he got dropped as number 1, but he is now back, and that will be that. 3 points on our Premier League debut. Lovely stuff. That will really, really help us. We need all the points we can get. And the cultured left foot impact is immediate. Off the foot of the table. Yes, Leeds have a game in hand, as do West Ham and Forest on us, but we are off the foot of the table as it currently stands. Coming up next is Nottingham Forest, who are just above us, and if we beat them, we will leapfrog them. Okay, back for the away game at Nottingham Forest, and I'm not going to change a team that has just picked up 3 points in our first game with a dominating performance. Very, very happy with it. We have had some news. Mahade has come to us and said, I need more first team football. So I said, yep, that's not a problem because He probably is going to be my first choice goalkeeper. And where is he? Lewis Coulter did come to us and said, I think I need to move for a new challenge. So I said, well, we're not going to actively offer you out. We'll consider bids that are made to come in. Sam Boucher is now wanted by Al Nazir, so we have to keep an eye on that. Sherney is wanted by Al Hilal, so we'll keep an eye on that one. And Lewis Coulter is wanted by Nottingham Forest, who we're playing today. So, yeah, he might get a chance off the bench to impress. You never really know. We're going to put Sheenan Rolls on the bench for Luke Barrett because he didn't really impress. He got a 6.5, I think, coming off the bench. So into this one we go. We're sticking with the same team. We're going to see how we get on. Hopefully everyone's happy. Bit more confidence. Nottingham Forest aren't the best. They're in 18th. So if we win, we will get on 10 points and could potentially go as high as 15th. Imagine that. Absolutely imagine that. I want to win every match. I want to win every match. Get out there and show me what you boys have got as we get into another game of Premier League action. Well, 20 minutes gone and Premier League action may have been a bit of an overstatement because we've seen no highlights. We've not had a shot. Nottingham Forest have had 3. So it's, it's not great at the moment, to be honest. We've had 2 shots now, 1 on target. Well, what a terrible half of football. No highlights at all. 6 shots for Forest, 3 for us, 2 on target and 1 for us. We are doing very little at the moment, which is a concern. Possession is, we've got loads of possession. So we are holding the ball, just not doing much with it. I'm going to say I'm happy with how we dominated possession, but I do want us to do a little bit more with it. So I think we're going to go, if we're having the ball, let's have lots more passing options with it, but say we can get the ball forward potentially quicker. Yeah, I don't know really. We're having the ball, so there's not too much I want to change. Let's just change that. Let's just say if we're having the possession of the ball, let's make everyone play a little bit narrower, which means we should be able to find each other better. So when we've got that possession, we can have a bit of intricacy up front, hopefully. As Wallace does come forward, plays a little accidental 1-2 with Nolan, Borland, Lawrence into Cherney. Cherney takes a heavy touch to get it out of his feet, but still going. Cuts it back to Lawrence, into Borland. Borland holds up all the way back to Nash, into Borland again, into Boucher, into Wallace. Wallace shoots! Oh, over the bar. Reed Barlow just saw that one over, didn't really do anything about it. Okay, 53 minutes gone. We're making some changes to try and reinvigorate this team. John Nolan off for Quarter. We'll do Sam Wallace off for Clint Rainford. Sam Wallace, that shoots from range is a little bit annoying. And we're going to give Kofi Diallo a go up front off the bench to replace our main man, which is a bold call, but that's why Aston Villa brought me in, to make those bold calls. Okay, 20 minutes to go. We're going to do Cherney off to be replaced by Elliot Kelly and Sam Boucher off for Christian McFarlane. So we're actually taking off 2 of our bigger players in Boucher and up front Remy. So we've made the changes. We've tried to roll the dice a little bit here, and I think we're going to go and attack. We're going to try and attack Nottingham Forest as well. Demand more from them as well with 10 minutes to go. It's not been the best of games for both teams. So, again, both teams, they're down to 10. They're down to 10 as well. I mean, come on, boys. 6 minutes of time added on. Come on, encourage them in the final 4 minutes. Come on. Can we find a winner? Doesn't look like we're going to. It's been a really, really pathetic game of football. One or 2 highlights, I think, in the whole thing. But their left back, Derry McGreal, got man of the match. Wow, that is an atrocious game of football. I don't like what I saw. Let's be harsh on them. We need to fire them up and make sure that wins are what count at this stage. So we stay 19th, and annoyingly, we're on the same amount of points as 4 teams around us, but they've all got a game in hand. So it's not going to be easy, this. But again, it's not bad, is it? It's 4 points from our first 2 games in the Premier League. So, yeah, this is going to be tough. This is going to be very, very tough. Right, coming up then, we've got Hull Adana Demirspor in the Conference League, Brentford, and then our final Conference League group game. We'll probably get through the whole of December and come back in January. We've got Man United to start January. Oh my God, we've got Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Man City in January in the league. That is tough. That is very tough. Maybe we'll come back for like Chelsea and Man City, because by that time we'll probably have been able to do some stuff with the squad in the January transfer window too. So we'll basically do the whole of December and the whole of January and come back for the last 2 games of the month. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. For now, I'm out. Cheers.